Iranian political prisoner dies in prison after 60 days of hunger strike. Vahid Sayadi Nasiri, an Iranian political activist, died on Wednesday in Qom prison after 60 days of hunger strike without access to proper medical care. He was facing accusations of blasphemy and spreading propaganda against the state. He went on hunger strike in protest to his legal situation. During his detention at Raja'i Shahr and Evin prisons, he had time and time again been harassed by operatives linked to the Iranian regime. US Congressman backs material support to help Iranians overcome regime. A US Republican lawmaker sponsoring a bill to support a democratic and secular Iran says Washington should provide Iranians with material support to help them overcome their rulers. US Representative Tom McClintock spoke to VOA Persian late Tuesday at a Christmas celebration held by the Organization of Iranian American Communities. In a separate interview with VOA Persian at the event, Engel, the presumptive chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, said he supports freedom for the people of Iran, but stopped short of calling for US material support. Chinese firm halts Iran gas investment under US pressure. State-controlled China National Petroleum Corporation has suspended investment in the giant South Pars gas field in Iran, following pressure from the United States, and in an attempt to steer clear of US-China tensions amid the ongoing trade talks, Reuters reported on Tuesday, quoting 3 Chinese state oil executives. China sees the relationship with the US as paramount over anything else. As a state-owned entity, CNPC will stay clear of bringing any unwanted trouble into this relationship, as the US-China trade talks are underway, an official familiar with their global strategy told Reuters. Hook. We're looking into why relatives of top Iran officials are in the US. The top State Department official dealing with Iran announced that the issue of family members of senior Iranian officials residing in the United States will be looked upon. Brian Hook, US Special Representative for Iran, said, "I have to admit that this is another example of the hypocrisy of the regime. While regime officials chant death to America, they send their families to the so-called Great Satan to live and study here using the resources of the Iranian people." He continued, "I can tell you we are working on it. We are pursuing all options to pressure the corrupt officials, hypocrites in their government, to change their behavior." Pompeyo at UN urges tougher action on Iran missiles. US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has told the UN Security Council that Washington would seek to work with the 15-member body to reimpose ballistic missile restrictions on Iran. In his December 12th address to the Council meeting on Iran, Pompeo also said a UN arms embargo on Tehran should not be lifted in 2020. He called on the Security Council to establish inspection and interdiction measures in ports and on the high seas to thwart Iran's continuing efforts to circumvent arms restrictions. Pompeo said, "Iran has hundreds of missiles which pose a threat to our partners in the region." He said the United States would press to preserve a UN arms embargo on Iran due to expire in 2020.